You're going to put your head in the noose just like everybody else does and hang themselves. But I'm telling you, you don't have to do those things to learn the lesson. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from the fact that I lost fortunes doing stupid stuff, stupid things. And it's not shameful for me to admit these things. I would want to learn from someone that's open and honest. This is how I screwed up in the past. And I lost lots of money. And I believe these things that are out there, they're still being promoted by books and authors and things. And it's garbage because they only talk about this is what you can make. This is the pattern that works. And they fixate on those positive outcomes and not nearly enough on the things that are going to hurt you. That's the reality. You're going to lose money. Even trading with what I teach, you're going to lose money. Are you going to keep losing money in the same trading day, in the same environment that you keep losing previous weeks and previous months? Most of you probably won't endure that because your money management is lacking and you'll blow out before that even becomes an issue. Suddenly, some of you are thinking to yourself, wow, this trading thing is a little bit more involved than I thought. Exactly. It's very easy to do, but it's next to impossible to accomplish profitably because you get in your own way. You don't have boundaries. You don't have limitations on what you can and can't do. And you expose yourself to risks, limitless risks. Without a stop loss, you're saying take everything in my account and more. And given that opportunity, it can and will. I have seen that firsthand. I know that intimately. That's a feeling you don't want to ever have. And I can tell you, in those instances where I was a 20-year-old and I knew that was going to be the outcome, I still wouldn't close the trade. Think about it. I'm in an account. That account maybe had $17,000, $18,000 in it, $20,000 in it. And I'm in a position and I'm holding on to it. Live cattle. It's going to move. It's going to move. Yeah, it's moving against me. And it's way beyond what I've been thinking this is the area I would like to get out that goes down here. But I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to be wrong, man. Come on, I need a winner. And if I can come back from this is like the underdog story. This thing went against me so far and I still came out. Well, I came out. I came out of that trading day with a blown account. So you have to have patience. You have to say, regardless of what anybody else thinks about me, regardless of whatever my mentor might suggest, I have to have my own limitations. These are the rules that I have to adhere to. That's it. He teaches 1% risk, but I can't. I got to do 1/4 of 1% because I just can't. I can't tolerate it. I gotta use that little bit of money to do it. That's the right way of doing it. If I or anybody else says this is the minimum threshold that you should reach in terms of managing risk, it's always there. But if you take that 1 degree or more beyond what the educator like myself or anyone else that's teaching sound risk management, and you make it even more limited, that's actually a good thing. And some of you are like, oh, well, you can't get rich. I can't make a lot of money risking 1/4 of 1%. You don't know math. Anybody that says you can't get rich risking 1/4 of 1% failed rudimentary math, period. Because you can do a whole hell of a lot risking 1/4 of 1% if you know what you're doing. But the problem is you failed rudimentary math. That's the first problem. 2, you don't know how to trade. You don't know how to trade because you don't know that these patterns repeat multiple times inside of 1 week. How many weeks are in a month? Generally 4 or more. How many months are in a year? 12. How long do you plan on being on this spinning rock? It's uncertain. But as long as you have mental faculties and health to do so and equity, you probably want to keep trading, right? So all that is potential opportunity. But you right now listening are probably looking at every single individual transaction, every trade. This is the make it or break it. This is the be all end all. This has to work or I'm done. Why? Why did you just make this a summer blockbuster plot where you have to absolutely conquer the biggest boss of the most villainous organization on the planet? Even the X-Men wouldn't even mess with this person. Okay, that's what you've turned this trade into. It sounds silly when you think about it because that's exactly what you've been doing. You've turned it into an Olympic feat when it's just a simple trade. But you're trading with such a high degree of leverage in an environment where it's not likely to work in your favor, but you just had to push a button. Now you're looking for the theme track to Interstellar. I'm going to figure out the problems of the universe and I'm going to beat this trade. Come on, man. You're doing too much. It's either you're buying it, it's going to go higher and you get out, or you're shorting it and you're getting out lower price. If the market's not providing you an atmosphere or environment that provides it in a way where it's symmetrical, all things being equal, risk on, risk off, liquidity's obvious, the market's moving very nice, clean price levels. It means it creates imbalances, it comes back, rebalances, and then starts to expand in the direction you want to see it. Order flow is working in your favor. All those things are firing on all cylinders. That's the environment you want to be trading in. And that's what I teach you how to identify. But I'm also teaching you, and some of you are kicking and screaming, you don't want to learn the lessons when to stay out, because guess what? That's being told you can't do something by dad. A lot of you have daddy issues. You don't want to be told when you can and can't do something. Don't try to trade with a 2-pip stop loss because you see other people saying they can do it. Listen, I can doesn't mean I do. Do you hear that? I can, but it doesn't mean I do. Just because you see somebody else do something, that means that they've said they've done something already. It's hindsight. They've done something. That's not an invitation for you to try to replicate that. The circumstances that caused that event, even if they did make money, you can't go back in time and do that with them. And you can't take every instance of when someone else said something, just like with my lessons and my teachings. They're going to be fractal. They look similar, but they're not exactly identical. And some of you, like my uncle was, he's very finite. It has to be black or white. It has to be this or that. And it can't be close to it, but still worth taking a shot and using a stop loss and see what happens. If you're too analytical, 2 things have to be in the fine print exactly this way each time, you are going to struggle. And there's no shorter way of saying it and more direct. You are going to struggle. The market's not going to bend to make it easier for you. You're going to have to endure and learn that you have to trade in the gray, where it looks like something you've seen before. But because it could be wrong, and you as the operator, as the trader, following the analyst, you have to incur that risk. And you have to keep at bay the gambler that says, come on, man, don't listen to this guy. Look, you see the chart. You've done 14 other trades where he wasn't even looking at that pair, and you made money. Don't listen to ICT about everything. Trust your gut. Well, this is one instance where you don't trust your gut, and you should be listening to me. I'm talking to the analyst in you, not the trader. This is the brain trust inside of you. This is the person that you're going to place all your trust in. Not me, not your friends in some chat room. You, the person that's really going to push that button to get in and get out. The person that's really going to put the stop loss on and not pretend that I know where I want to get out. There's a lot of trades I wish I would have got out where I wanted to get out, and it didn't give me the opportunity to do it. It just rolled right over top of it and kept on running. You have to have, flexibility in yourself, you're expecting your own performance, but that is also going to have to incorporate hard rules. I cannot take a trade when circumstances are like this. What is that? The day after a bank holiday, a day after a long weekend. Those things are, man, they're snares. There's going to be some days where they just really rip and tear off, and it's just wonderful to be a part of those moves. But they're not always like that. They're more likely to not be like that. So is that high probability conditions? No, at least not by my definition isn't. And I know some of you in here don't like to define things as high probability based on the things I say are high probability, because you've done something, and you maybe done something and you made profits with a real account, because you shouldn't be trading with real money yet. You're still learning, but some of you just want to be doing it. Now, be honest. No one else can hear your thoughts. When you know you shouldn't be doing something and you made money, do you really feel good about it? No. That's the reason why you go on social media and talk about how you made money. You're dealing with the guilt because you knew that was not skill. That was plain old luck. I believe in luck. I don't believe my results are a result of luck. I believe when I make money and I know I shouldn't have done what I did, that is luck. I know it exists. My ass has been saved many times of, doing the wrong thing at the wrong time, but eking my way out of it with a profit. And I believe that goes on a lot in this industry. And you see it thrown up, regurgitated day after day with these people posting their MT4 results. And they're the same individuals that have 20 trades in the same asset, and they're all different prices by maybe 1.5 pips difference. $18,000, $20,000 profits on each one of them. They did not take that trade. And the fact that they have all those little entry points, they didn't know what they're doing. They're just going in, placing trades, and then there it is. I'm telling you, folks, those individuals are not making real money, period. But these are the same people that are going to influence you and tell you, don't use a stop loss. Trade on days where I'm teaching you it's not likely to be that perfect setup that you're looking for. Did you just say perfect? Yes, I did. There's a perfect setup that I have in mind that I hunt every single week. Sometimes I miss it. Sometimes it doesn't form. But in my mind, I have a specific unicorn pattern that I like to see every single week. And I go after that. That's my personal model. I'm not teaching you. It has a lot of the things that I've shared, but your unique unicorn pattern, that little perfect thing that you're looking for, you'll develop that on your own. It might be the very model I gave on YouTube. Or if you're a private membership student, it may be one of the models I taught. Or it might be a hybrid of 12 that I taught. That's where the flexibility has to come in. You have to give yourself the flexibility and invitation to bring your own individual uniqueness as a person into your trading. It's fine to take what I've taught conceptually, but you have to still work with that like clay and mold it around your personality. If it doesn't work, it's not because my concepts don't work. It's not because you can't be a profitable trader. It's just because you have not form-fitted it to your personal personality, your way of thinking and engaging. But these types of ideas where I'm teaching that you cannot do something on certain times of the calendar, week, or month, they have to be hard rules, regardless of what you've done in the past, regardless of who you respect in this industry, and they tell you differently. I'm telling you, folks, if you want longevity, this is one of those keys, those secrets to doing it. You have to know when to say no. I don't care how good it looks. You're watching the chart. It's no. Because I can tell you, every time I broke this rule, every single time before I put the trade on, I could justify, oh, it looks good. And as soon as I put the trade on, most of the times I regretted it. But I would stay with it because, well, I committed myself. So I can tell you, statistically, looking back, all the times that were harmful to me, the things that were not positive or profitable, all generally hinge on doing things when the market's really not likely to even give me the setup I'm even looking for. And when I was younger, if I had a setup I was looking for, many times I was impatient. Well, what the hell with it? You know, I'm getting tired of waiting. The cash just didn't get down to oversold quite yet. And I'm just going to get in now because I'm just impatient. I'm tired of waiting. Stupid. And you've probably done things like this before. Everybody that's ever traded with live money has done that before. And many of you probably still do it. You know what you're looking for, a fair value gap after a shift in market structure and a liquidity pool. There are three things that are very, very clear things that you need to see in the chart. You can't see them obvious. What are you doing? Gambling. If you feel the impulse to gamble, that is the surest sign for you to get the hell out of there, turn the computer off, and go and leave your house, leave your office, leave your phone, and go do something else. Physically remove yourself from the opportunity to hurt yourself. Do it. I promise you, if you do that, over the course of 1 year, look at how much money you would have saved yourself. That's how you convince yourself of it. But some of you are so new at this, you're not going to believe what I just said applies to you. You're the exception to the rule, and you're not. Believe me, I didn't think my shit stank when I was 20 years old. I thought I figured it out real quick, real fast, and it was like, oh, the golden child. And I had no idea what I was doing. And nobody could have told me these lessons right now, and I never would have listened. And I know that going into this discussion with you, there are some of, especially young men, you're not going to receive this message, and you're just putting your fingers in your ears. You're waiting for me to talk about something else. There is nothing else I'm talking about today. This is it. But you need this lesson. You need to know it, because if you don't, if you don't learn it early on, you won't be in this game long. It won't matter, because you will remove yourself, and you've done it to yourself. It won't be me. It won't be my fault. It won't be my concepts. It won't be somebody else influencing you. It's you. Your broker takes orders from you. Everybody else around you may have an influence on you, but still, bottom line, and responsibility solely rests on you. You can't blame anyone else. That's another reason why this industry is difficult. It's so easy, but it's next to impossible, because everybody wants to have the credit when it works out in their favor. They want to add a boy, add a girl. They want to champion themselves. They want to pony themselves in front of everybody. Look at this. Look what I did. Look how great I am. Put a thumbs up, like my comment, my post, retweet me. I've done something excellent today. Take notice of me. Look what I've done today. I have done something that is that someone that's grounded in what they're doing and they don't need someone else to validate them? No, that's a weak-minded person. That's someone that's an attention whore. That's what that is. I'm accused of that, but I'm not. There's a lot of things that I could show you and do that would be the definition of that. I don't need to do those things. What I do is I do just enough to inspire my students. I'm interested in what you're showing me. That's the exchange here. I teach you. I give you examples to show you what it looks like, and then you are to go out there and do it. And then you show me like homework. That's the relationship we have here. I don't view that as attention seeking or clout chasing. You're giving feedback to your mentor. I'm looking for that. I want that. And honestly, I have a lot of user groups in my private mentorship. And I don't have one single user group where one group is just really thriving and they're doing it just like they're afraid. Like they're afraid to be judged by other people in their own group, in a safe, enclosed little area like I have in a private mentorship forum. They should feel safe. They are not. And that tells you something about their psychology, their viewpoint. They're afraid. And you have to conquer that fear. Put it out there. When you send me something on Twitter, or if you make a video on YouTube and you send me the link, and I watch a lot of videos, as long as they're not really long. I like to see the videos like I create myself, these little vignettes. And you probably hear my stomach growling because I haven't eaten anything. I apologize. But I like that feedback because that means I know you're doing the work and you're taking the lessons like this one and you're applying it to yourself. You're applying it to your trading. And when you do those types of things repeatedly, you're going to get the results you're looking for. You're not going to get it on the timeline that you want. That's the problem. You're all subscribing to the fact that, yes, these things work. Yes, I can do it. And you see other people doing it. But you don't want to subscribe to the idea that it's going to take you a year to get really a full, solid understanding of what a calendar year looks like in trading. That's why I tell you it's going to take you about at minimum of a year. You can learn how to trade in a month and a half, 2 months. You can learn that part of it, but you cannot learn to be a trader anything less than a year. And I don't give a shit who tells you. There's a lot of people out there beating their chest that they're the best, they're the GOAT, they're this, that thing. I don't see their students showing shit. I'm waiting. I'm being real patient before the end of the year, but I'm waiting and I don't see anybody taking outsides. Or profiting in the box. But I could be wrong. We'll see by the end of the year. But these guys out here, they try to influence you. And the only thing I'm trying to do is keep you on the right path. Don't do stupid stuff. Don't take unrealistic risk. Don't expect these models to dance for you when there's no music playing. That's essentially what's being said here. Don't go in immediately after a bank holiday and expect the market to be perfect, symmetrical, everything easy, because it's not likely to be. It can, but it's not likely to be. So don't you really want to focus your time in market environments that are likely to give you gangbuster conditions? That means easy, solid day trading. It's just really easy. It's just like low-hanging fruit. The setup's just laid out in front of you. The easy placement of where a stop loss should be and where it's likely to go is a draw on liquidity. That's what I teach my students. And guess what, folks? That is not an everyday condition. Just because we call it day trading, it is not everyday trading. You have to grow comfortable with not needing to be doing something today. And you see these jokers, Twitter, Instagram, ICT says he doesn't trade on Mondays. No, I can trade on Mondays. I just like to wait and see what Monday does on certain weeks. But they take something I've said in a video or someone repeats and they'll take it to the extreme. Oh, he doesn't do this, so therefore he's stupid, or he doesn't work, and he doesn't have a profitable system, and he doesn't do this and he doesn't do that. That's a fool speaking, pretending to know something, have no idea what they're talking about. And again, ask them to show by contrast. Crickets. So don't invite these other people, whether they're critical of me as your mentor or you as my student. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Who cares what any of these people think? Are you going to give this stranger, who you will never meet, the power, the energy, the time of day to even listen to their bullshit? Many of you, it's like flypaper, and you land on it and you can't get away from it. You love the drama, and you're always chasing that drama instead of pouring that energy and time into improving your craft. This is a skill set that you have to work at. You got to keep working at it, and you have to filter out all the bullshit. You got to take the negative stuff and keep it at bay. Don't let it in. If I'm a fraud, you'll know it. If this stuff doesn't work, you're going to know it. You don't need somebody else's opinion. You won't need that. You're going to come away with, wow, this shit really works. Or this is bullshit. It doesn't work. This doesn't even hold up. And all I'm asking is people that have a genuine, sincere interest in themselves, not me, in themselves, test drive it. I lay it in your hands for free. I tell you what you have to do, what is likely not to work for you, when not to do something. And if you operate with that in mind, you're still going to lose money, but you're going to see that it works more times than it doesn't. So if it works more times than it doesn't, when doesn't it work? That's the discovery you have to find, because it's you bringing that into it. What you're saying is your method's perfect. The algorithm is perfect. The interpretation that you or me are going to bring to the marketplace that given day or trading session, that's where the error comes in. The market's always right. We are the ones that are incorrect, and we suffer the monetary loss when we are wrong. How hard is that to assume in terms of responsibility? It's something easy, but it's like telling a child, you can't have that lollipop right now. You need to eat dinner first. You have to eat your vegetables. You can't have your pudding until you have your meat. Well, this is one of those lessons that's meat. It's not a milkshake and gumdrops, folks. But this is the stuff that you have to have. It fortifies you. It makes you prepared. Endure with this market and any market out there that you're ever going to trade. It's going to give you. Now think about it. This could be 2 or 3 chapters on a book, and you wouldn't want to read these chapters. You'd be going to the parts that have charts and pictures of order blocks and fair value gaps and volume imbalances and BISIs and SIBIs and all those good things. And all that stuff will still cause you to lose money if you don't listen to things like this, because you have to have boundaries. You have to have limitations. And limitations are not a bad thing. They're not. But you have to be told by someone that operates with them, that benefits from them, and then you have to test drive that too. And it gives you a peace of mind. It gives you clarity. It gives you confidence, a confidence level that you can't really, or I can't really articulate. because you have to experience it to know. How do you know when not to trade a specific setup, even though it may look like there's an optimal trade entry, a fair value gap, a shift in market structure? It looks like there's relative equal lows above or below the marketplace. How do you know not to take those trades? How is he able to not be a participant in those moves? Well, it's this. But I don't beat around the bush and lie and sugarcoat it and say I'm in every move out there, because there's a lot of moves that I'm not a participant in that were perfect, that just wasn't there to do them, or I did it wrong. I was looking somewhere else. I paid attention to somebody else's opinion about something. I go in and look at it. That's why I don't like following anybody. It's not arrogance. And last time I was on Twitter, I had people say, oh, look, he's so arrogant. He doesn't follow anybody. What kind of mentor is that? He doesn't follow anybody. Well, I want a mentor that doesn't look for advice in the field that they're trying to be the mentor in. Because if I'm looking for advice, that means I don't have it together. I don't know what I'm doing. Now, I'm not saying that everything I do is perfect and free of imperfection, because I'm not perfect. My trading results are not perfect. I have losing trades. I can do it wrong just like anybody else. But that's the human element in me, where I'm thinking outside of the rules I've placed in there. And every single time I do it, invariably I regret it. But I don't want to follow anyone else. I don't want to be looking at what they're thinking at, because in my mind, and this is going to sound arrogant, but I want you to understand why I do it. If someone shares an idea with me on Twitter, number one, if you're a student, what you're basically saying is if he likes my post about what I think is going to happen in the marketplace, he's really basically giving me a nod saying that's the right way of doing it. And notice that you do that. I don't ever do it. It's not because I don't see you. I see you. It's not because I'm trying to be rude or ignorant. I'm not going to co-sign your trade, because what that's going to do is it's going to build this expectation that, okay, I'm going to rub the magic heat. I'm going to open up Twitter and I'm going to shake my phone and rub it and ask it, does ICT think that this $1 trade is a good buy right here? Yes. If he comments and says otherwise, it's no. If he doesn't like it, it's no. And I'm probably going to class the trade. Some of you are laughing right now because you know damn well that's what you're doing. And I'm not going to like your post. I'm not going to co-sign your trade, because guess what it becomes? My trade. And if I can't make money off your trade, I don't want to be a part of it. So don't do those things. And you won't feel like I'm ignoring you, and you won't grow with this measure of expectancy that I'm going to be the oracle that co-signs the validity of your trade setup, because it's not going to happen like that. I don't do it for my private membership group, and I'm sure as hell not going to do it on Twitter. So I don't follow anyone, and I don't like when people pose their analysis to me about something that's unfolding, because I'm immediately, what I'm doing is, this is what I'm really doing when you do that. I'm going in to see what you're doing wrong, not in the position to correct you, because the market's going to correct you and you have to learn that way. It's impossible for me to field every single question that's ever sent to me by email or even on Twitter or my comment section in the videos. Just look at them. There's too many of them. Can't keep up with it. But if I am posed a question with, this is what I'm doing in trade right now, what do you think about that? Or they'll sometimes throw a comment in there like, learning from the best, ICT. Listen, I don't need that kind of stuff. I appreciate it, but I'm still not going to like your post. I'm not going to high five it. I'm not going to do that, because what I'm doing is giving you that little nudge that you're not going to get when you're trading without me around. And that's going to be a day in the future. I don't know when, but it'll happen. And you're going to need to be able to trust yourself. That's the mentor I'm trying to be. I don't want you pushing me above everyone else. I don't want you worshiping me. I don't want you calling me a goat or a king or any of that crap. Be your own king. You want to be a goat? You like being goats and all that stuff? You be a goat. I don't want to be a goat. I want to be just ICT. And I'm a boring middle-aged guy that is very, very content with being what I am. And I like being what I am. And I'm not going to be influenced to change who I am. And when someone sends me something like that, I go in looking for what they're doing wrong. And sometimes that has caused me to go in and take trades, fading what you guys are sending me. Now, you don't see those things, even when they are profitable, but that's what goes on in my head. That's how I'm wired. When I see other people and they show their YouTube channel reviews or whatever, maybe they've taken a trade. Maybe that trade was profitable. I'm going in and comparing what I did that day, and I'm measuring myself against that, because that's a character flaw in me. So I have to keep that at bay, and I don't allow it in my teaching, because if it comes out in my teaching, it's not going to give you any benefit, because I struggle with it, because I believe things better than everyone else. That's my understanding. That's my belief. Okay. Whether anyone else subscribes to that view or not is irrelevant to me, because I know what I have, and I know what I see, and I know what I've been able to work with through the course of my entire life doing all this stuff. But that is also in a person's hands like mine, who is obsessively compulsive and a control freak. These are issues that I wrestle with. I'm not going to engage my students like that. Like when I was on Baby Pips, that was me just knowing. But still, teaching. It was a social experiment. I wanted to see, can I basically create the environment that created me? And nobody ever came out of it like I am. I don't have a student that just, transformed into a junior ICT. I don't have anything like that. I have a lady, a woman student rather, that is amazing in trading, and she works with 3 different models, and I'm telling you, she is so humble and so modest. She's right now, she's wishing I wouldn't even bring her out right now. But I'm just impressed. Like, I'm impressed what she's been able to do, and she never wants to draw any attention to herself. She never goes out in social media and reps me. She never says anything, and she's extremely modest when she contacts me. So, and this is a woman that trades with lots of real money. Okay. And how many of those types of students you hear me say? Exactly. Most of my students are young guys that have came through. They wanted to do it easy. They wanted to have it real fast. Dollar menu mentorship with Olympic results, gold medal results, because they want to go out and hurry out in social media and say, look at me, I'm a beast. Look at me, I'm a goat. I'm this and I'm that. Look at me, worship me. And that's why they're struggling. Not because this stuff doesn't work, because they're in a rush to be something they're not intended to be. And I am not creating that. That's not my intent of teaching, all the things I'm teaching. But I have a lot of profitable students that are quiet about what they're doing. Not many of them are like the lady student I refer to. She's cut from a different cloth. And frankly, she's, it's just a really amazing person, not just in her trading, but just a really nice individual. You wouldn't find any negative to say about this woman. She's very humble. She's very soft-spoken. But if you saw, what you could do, oh man, like sometimes she's traded better than me. And I don't have any shame in saying that. Like her entry sometimes was better than mine. Her exits were better than mine. And sometimes she traded in a market that I wasn't interested in. And I'm flattered that she calls me her mentor. I'm blessed and honored that the woman is so aware that what she's learned from came from me, but she doesn't elevate me. And that's exactly what I want from all my students. And I love championing her. I wish she'd give me permission. I wish she would give me permission, because I'm telling you right now, I would have her plastered everywhere. And that's what I want my students to be like. My students like that. But she knows that's exactly what I intend to do. So she's telling me no, because she doesn't want that type of energy around her. But the man in me, the teacher, the guy, the testosterone junkie, okay, I want that. I want to be able to shove that right in the faces of everybody that says, you can't learn anything profitable. And from the men that think they're going to be the ones that rule everything, my best student is a woman. Yeah, a lady. And man, I'm telling you what, she's done phenomenally well. She's done very well with articulating what it is that works for her. Not everything resonated with her, but she's found her own way of doing it. And it's amazing to see it. The transformation was amazing. And there was nothing special about her when she first came to me. Nothing that stood out as this was going to be the one that really stands out. Nothing, because it was a soft-spoken person. Just said lots of questions. What do I do in this situation? How do I avoid this? I'm afraid of this. How do I conquer that fear? And it's everything I taught on this YouTube channel. Think about that. All the things that was required for her to find her niche in this, were I taught for free on this YouTube channel before 2022. Think about that. My best came from what's freely available to you. And I see all these people out there, they're making little videos saying, oh yeah, this is my opinion of ICT. Don't tell me an opinion until you show me that you traded with it. Because if you're not trading with it, then you didn't do enough work to trust it. Ooh, how's that for logic? See, you like to sit on here and critique other YouTubers and you've never really done anything. When they place themselves out there and say, hey, look, this is how I do something, and you're welcome to try to test drive it and see if it works for you. That's all I do. And for those individuals that go out and they watch a video or two, I really didn't do his 2022 mentorship, but this is how I do things differently. I look at it this way, and this is my spin on ICT. Don't even bring my name up. Don't even do that. That's clickbait, okay? Usually what's going to happen is my students are going to come in and rip your comment section apart. Okay, which means that it sounds like we're a cult, and it's not. It's just these are young men and women that are very, very passionate about who they're learning from, because they know I'm passionate about them. Who encourages you not to do those types of things, because not only does it look ugly, it looks like I champion that stuff. I don't want any of my students to act like that. It's lessons like this I want to hopefully ground you, give you the right perspective, explain why certain things are beneficial for you, and how conditions and environments are going to be harmful to you psychologically, emotionally, and traditionally it's the men, the young guys in here, that get themselves in trouble because they are thinking with an adversarial, like a gladiator, a person that wants to go out there and rattle sabers with the next guy out there. And sometimes it's because they feel like they got to defend me, or sometimes they just feel like they want to be a superhero and they want to go out there and challenge the entire world. You are invite all the wrong kind of energy